Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Monday the 7th of June. We have 4 new mods today and we have a few updates. They are as follows. From top left, the Class Liner 500 Profi L by Consti LS Marcus 412 Fabian Gogo Bear, the Car Transporter by Adams Kong, the Lizard MT by Castor DS Agros Service, the Pack Tatra E6 by JZD Vid Hostess. That has added a new backs to that. Stara Hercules back. Plateau and hand, as far as I can make out, is a flatbed and a crane attachment, and tandem plus protective covers on vehicles. The agricultural rollers by Pushcap and Kopi, the small open building by JG Farms Modding, and Mazda Delina by Pomusiek. That updated Saturday, I think it was, but they're all available as updates today. We have right here, this is the Rake. This is by GDB, 1.57 megabytes download, 3 slots on console. This can strap down on trailer beds, vehicle backs, pickups, that kind of stuff. It is designed for, well, braking. It does say you need to try and keep it flat-ish, and you need to rake towards you. Now you can either do it for windrowing or whatever you want to do. Touch the ground and bring it. I think I have to get a different angle on that. Let's go that way, then bring it down. There we go. It brakes towards you. It doesn't work as well pushing away, it does say, as you can see. So if you want to go for a kind of, a bit more old school, if you're starting off small, or you might be doing a storyline where you've got the mower set up, the 82 studio stuff, you might be doing some, like a landscaping business or stuff like that, and you can go around and you can rake up your stuff. It's actually pretty efficient. I wasn't sure how well it was going to work, but that's pretty good. So you can either rake it into windrows or just a big pile, or however you want to go about it. Fairly straightforward, really. Right, let's drop that down there. You'll find it under tools and miscellaneous, I want to say. I'm sure that's where it was. 50 to buy. Slot count goes down from 3 to 1. There's no options available on it. No colours or anything like that. You just get the Rake. There you go. That's by GDB. Moving on. We have got, now, it says the Geck 14 by 28 by RBNmodding. So I looked up online, because that on there says sort of GAIRC rather than Geck. So I searched that, couldn't find anything. The company is Tattoo Marchason, and they are out of Sao Paulo in Brazil. That stands for Grade Aradora Intermediara Control Remoto. Now, this is down under disc arrows, and that's where you find it, but it's a plough. So, whilst it is under disc arrows, it will give you a ploughed state, and it will allow you to plough fields. It's 6.66 megabytes download, 8 slots on console. As I've already said, it's by RBNmodding. You can see the tyres are dirty. Okay, I gave it a try because I wasn't too sure. So under disc arrows, there you go, the Geck 14 by 28. 27,500, 2.5 metres wide, requires 80 horsepower, we're on 8 miles per hour. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette, like so. Drop it down, and there we are getting a ploughed state, although it does seem to be bouncing a little bit. Is it missing bits? I just need to double check this, that there's not, it's just lift plough, you don't open it out or change its angle or anything like that, that's just it. But if we come to the edge here, we can allow create fields, L1 and triangle, so as you can with most other ploughs, you can either extend your fields or make a completely new field somewhere where there wasn't one before. That's really all there is, that one. The Geck 14 by 28 by RBNmodding. Next up, we have got a duck gooseneck trailer. You're welcome. Dad jokes all day long. This is the Bredal K195 by Kyosho. It is 9.14 megabytes download, 31 slots on console for the first one. That's just a standard in-game class Xerion 4000, and the gooseneck attaches onto it like that. We have got the Bredal K105 and 165 standard in-game, so this is the 195. Larger capacity, it will do lime, it will do fertilizer, and you can have the additional spreader bar which gives a wider width. I'm going to check something, kind of a test while we're going on, because I had a bit of a look, but the widths seem a bit strange to me, but that's what we're going to check. Nicely made, nicely detailed. You'll find it under fertilizer technology. So yeah, we've got the 105, the 165. So this one, the 195. It requires, doesn't say horsepower, does it? No. 24 meter spread standard is what it says. It'll run at 12 miles per hour. Options available. We got standard 19,300 litre. We can extend up to 23,450 or 27,600 litres, which is pretty good. Then we've got weight cells, so we can have a weight scale on there to tell us what we've got in there. We're all set up. We've got standard, we've got wide and even wider, which does the wheel arches with it too. And then spreader system, spreading discs. Now at the moment it's saying 24 metres. If I put the spreading discs on, it says 48 metres. So we can take that to 48. And then we've got cover, yes or no. That's entirely up to you whether you want to. So this one I think I went with weight scales. Pretty sure I did. And if you're in cab and you turn around, we should be able to see them. There you go. 27,578. So the weight scales are working. Opening cover, L1 and left on the D-pad opens the cover. If you haven't got a cover installed, then that won't be an issue. This one is doing fertilizer, and I've got the spreader bar on. We do have rear beak on it too. So this should spread fertilizer out to 48 meters. So let's see what our spreading width is. Then we're going to gauge the other ones from that, because the lime, I don't think. Let's get that to there. So there you go, that's our fertilizer out to 48 metres. Now the lime, I'm pretty sure, only goes out to 24 metres. So we're going to check that. Actually, I need this one, don't I? And then I've got the other one. I've got another version of it without the spreader bar, which should be at 24 metres anyway. And when I just gave it a little bit of a test, a little bit of a tweak before I came on to do the video, it seemed to be a completely different width. I might have been imagining that though. So, don't worry. So as you can see, even with the extension, our lime will only go to 24. So, fertilizer to 48, lime 24. What I'm going to do now is check the one without the spreader bar with fertilizer. It should be 24. But to be fair, if you get this with a spreader bar, 48 meter spread width is pretty good. So let's try this one. Now this should be the same width as the lime. Should be. Let's see if we can just go onto the same tracks. Let's turn it on. But it's not, it's wider. But weirdly, it's not quite 48. This is what I thought. I thought I was imagining things. Actually, we'll go back into it because we've got a kind of more aerial view of this. So if we back up, the first one spread at 48. The lime was somewhere in between at 24. This is not 48, but it's certainly not 24. Anyway, I could spend ages and do a separate test and pace it out and measure it and all the rest of it. But needless to say, 24 up to 48 is the spread widths, fertilizer and lime out of the Bredal K195 by Kyosho, which brings me on to the last of the mods for today. It's only 4, and it's an odd one. The only reason I'm doing this last is because I want to speed up time to the night. We have got the Bug Zapper. This I shall be calling Frank. This is either OKUSEDMODS or OKUSEDMODS. I think it's OKUSEDMODS, but this is 0.59 megabytes download, one slot on console. It's under placeables and decoration, and it will set you back 100. It is just a decorative piece, but it should have that kind of zappy thing in the dark. So bear with me a moment. We'll speed up time and we'll see it zapping some bugs, hopefully. And there you have it, the Bug Zapper by OKUSEDMODS. I was expecting the kind of zip, you know, the a bug being zapped. I was expecting that kind of sound effect or something on it. But that's it. Quality content, as always. That's it for the mods for today. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.